7 a.m. this Sunday morning, June 28th, 2026. Well, we are beginning basically where we left off last night, peering out through the screen meshing of the bedroom window facing east. And we have, well, the milky white sky scenario this morning. We are to get to the mid-80s today with increasing cloudiness, which of course will be increasing the amount of humidity. And then tomorrow the major heat wave begins. Today is just a precursor for what is to come. But we are to have increasing cloudiness. So, more than likely, there'll be all types of air activity once again today, as there was last night. We shall see. Skyway's out. 7:50 a.m. on the Sunday morning out in the woods. Just got done with the feeding and watering this morning. Thought I'd go ahead and show some new growth that we have out here on this log. I've already shown some pre-existing growth that had been taking place on this log throughout my content, but this is something new. Kind of reminiscent of last night's clouds off to the east. Did you miss that video? And yeah, we have some more of this white frosting on here as well. All due to the amount of moisture that we've had. And speaking of weather, just so you know, that over the last 2 weeks we have been approximately 10 degrees lower than our annual average for temperatures this time of year. And so now we go bouncing right headlong into extreme heat and humidity. But I thought to share this, as it caught my attention as rather pretty. And again, quite reminiscent to the coloration of the last clip of last night's sky observations. 11:11 a.m. Sunday morning. We are returning from our local Dollar General store. Come on, buddy. Come on. Anyways, we just had quite a rumbler fly over, which was a no-see-um. Completely. A no-see-um, as the rumble was there, but nothing to be seen. I think my guide that we were just scoping on was trying to point it out. But anyways, so yeah, we are still under so-called clear skies at this moment. And it is getting hot and muggy. But we are seeing a little bit of cloud formations back here in the western horizon. Oh, there we are once again. This almost looks like it could be an eagle. But anyways, once I take care of my purchases, well, back out into this wonderful weather that we are having today in order to pick more wild black raspberries. So on that note, we'll let our guide continue to soar about in the sky. I know more than likely it might come in, well, where are we at? Might come in just that much closer over my head, but it is, you know, they typically do. Circling quite heavily over backwooded area here. But anyways, I have things to get done before we can basically chillax and enjoy the remainder of this day once I do get more berries picked. So, on that note, I'm Skywise out for now. 11:30 a.m. We're out here in the woods. Decided to bring out some additional feed, seed, and water. I had the chickens up here in the shade, all sprawled out. The heat already affecting them. And yeah, we got this mouthy bird here as well as its mate that is planning on swooping in for food and water that I have just distributed. Yeah. And, well, we do have cats that are partaking. Even though we put out a lot of food this morning, but some is still out here. Some of our cheesy, well, no, not cheesy, chickeny noodles and dry cat food. Right in there. But I have put out some dry cat food as well. Fresh water. Gotta keep these animals hydrated over these hot days that we are to be experiencing, unfortunately. But, well, we really don't have much say in the matter, do we? Not until people start spouting out more against these operations that take place in the sky. But since I'm out here, well, the berry picking is going to commence. The sooner I get it done, oh, so the better. Thankfully, right now, the outskirts of the tree line out here is still shaded. Yeah, I see you, buddy. Will you let me record you? Wanting some seed. Right, Big Red? Huh? And which, this one here has been watching other residents and taking in their habits and individual patterns, if you will. Alright, I'm coming. See that? Hear that automatic, or all of a sudden change in the language? He's upset that I'm recording him. He knows that I'm watching him. He knows that I'm talking about him. And of course he is talking back to me. Looking right at me. Awesome. So I shall go ahead and try to tend to its needs, as I've already put out bird seed in the crotch of the tree earlier, but no harm in adding just that much more, I guess. Especially since how we really don't have cats that are monkeying with them nowhere near as much around the tree anymore, seeing how we established these new feeding stations out here. Alright, Red, I'm coming. So, there we go, and I'll go ahead and provide just a little bit more as this day progresses. Skywise out. 11:40 a.m. I was just hearing something overhead, and I got to looking around as I'm out here picking berries, and well, not seeing anything, but we are seeing nice little striping back in here. Possibly seeing that, I don't know. should be right up in here. But yeah, everything. Is this shadowing that's kicking off here or what? Kind of strange looking. Yeah, but these goobers are flying all over the place, and it is a day of no-see-ums for the most part. Because every time that I do hear the audible sounds of a jet aircraft and I get looking around, there is virtually nothing to be seen. But of course, I understand that this is just the beginning of just that much more to come. Yeah, we're back in here someplace with that. There we are. See a little portion of that. And I do believe that is what my previous guide was trying to alert me of. It was to pay attention to our western horizon. And we have, oh, that almost looks like a crow. And I've got a cat out here crying for my attention. Oh, okay, now we've got something else flying up here. And I've got raspberries all over the screen of my phone. So, okay. So, now this one is telling me to be mindful of the rest of the skies. That is the message that I am receiving from this large bird back here, as it continues to fly off in the distance. So we shall do just that and be very mindful of what is occurring in the skies today. And once again, with this looming forecast of very high temperatures this week, very doubtful that I will have much content that will be coming out. What you doing, buddy? Huh, Muggsy? Whoop. Huh? What you doing? Yeah, I can tell he misses his sister already. But anyways, I am going to give him a little bit of attention. Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, right up on my lap he wants to go. Alright, buddy. Oh yeah, and we have had our small engine aircraft out here as well this morning, buzzing about. So, alright, that will do it for now. 12:15 p.m. or yeah, p.m. Okay, so, well, we haven't gotten a whole heck of a lot of pickings this morning, but that's not what I really wanted to show. Look at this. Now there's a moth for you. Isn't that just so wickedly cool looking? And if you were to flip them upside down and look in the center, well, it looks like something with horns. Dude, get off me. Come on, buddy. Come on. You're getting hung up on me. Man. Okay, I guess we are done for the time being out here. As far as picking berries, I am sweating quite profusely already. But we'll go ahead and look at the treatments that's been taking place to our skies here. Yeah, the whole western horizon now is being whitewashed all the way up overhead. Might not be all that visible just because of, well, the conditions themselves. Yeah, And of course this is going right along with the movement of the sun as it traverses the sky. All the whiteout conditions is right along the pathway of the sun. You look everywhere else, look out buddy, and there is nothing until we get up overhead and down towards the western horizon, towards Lake Michigan. That is part of the equation. Alright, and that is that. Skywise out.